What is going on, guys? Sumi here with ThoughtCast. Today I'm going to talk about how to talk to an attractive woman. A lot of guys get stressed out when they talk to pretty women. I get it, I used to be this guy. When I would see an attractive girl, I would just be like frozen up because I don't know what to say to her. Because what is happening is I'm creating psychological expectations for how the conversation goes. I used to be the guy that saw an attractive woman and I imagined our life together. I would look at her and be like, oh my God, this girl could be amazing on my arm. All my friends would love me for having this girl around, so on and so forth. The problem is when you start dreaming like this, when you start creating all these psychological expectations of what it can be, you end up messing yourself up. Because the moment that you start thinking about rejection, everything becomes very scary. Because the future that you've created in your head in this 5-second period is now going to be destroyed. So the first thing I'm going to tell you when you want to talk to attractive women is to not have any expectations. In fact, a lot of times I expect it to not go well. Any guy that gets a lot of women, any guy that's been around a lot of attractive women will tell you this. You're going to get rejected a lot more than they're going to accept you. The name of the game when it comes to talking to women is not being rejected, but it's being okay with rejected. You don't want to get rejected here. Everything I'm trying to tell you is to decrease your chances of being rejected. But the idea is you need to be okay with getting rejected. A lot of dating coaches I see online are pretty attractive guys, right? They know what they're doing. They look good. They're taking care of their fitness. And this is not the place that you want to get advice from for the average guy because you don't look like this dude. And this is why I come from a more psychological background because, look, I'm not the tallest guy. I'm not the best looking guy. I'm not the smoothest guy. I just know the basics and fundamentals. And this is what's important to understand when you're talking to women. If I tell you to do exactly how I do it and you try to replicate it, you're not going to get the same results because you're not me and I'm not you. It doesn't make sense. So what you have to understand when you're talking to any woman is the fundamentals. First and foremost, don't try to maximize your game when it comes to talking to women. Don't try to be the smoothest guy in the conversation because a lot of times that can come off as a red flag itself. Be yourself, but very important, be the best version of yourself. Don't be the brokest version of yourself. Don't be the lamest version of yourself. Don't be the most unfit version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Self-development is very important when you want to talk to women because the most important thing that women look for when they're talking to a guy is raw confidence, almost at a delusional scale. When you are delusionally confident about yourself, you're going to get a lot farther with women because women don't know if you're a billionaire. Women don't know if you're a millionaire. But if you're confident and you know how to present yourself, a woman will obviously like you more. But that confidence comes from true self-development. You can't fake confidence. I've seen guys try to do it. It comes off cringy. It comes off weird. When you do good in your life, when you're focusing on your health, your business, your mindset, you're naturally going to stack up a list of wins in your business, your friendships, and your relationship life. And those wins are going to naturally make you feel more confident. So the first part of talking to attractive women is to focus on self-development every single day. Reading books, going to the gym, taking care of yourself, eating clean. You're going to be a lot better at talking to women because you go through the pain. You go through the boredom. When you're squatting 250, when you're lifting those weights, when you're reading that book, you're not going to take the nonsense from a girl that's not necessarily attractive or not necessarily as good for you because you're going to be understanding that you're going through the pain and that's going to warrant you a higher quality woman. So when I work out every day, when I run every day, when I read books every day, I am naturally telling myself, look, I deserve a high quality woman because I'm putting in the work. And because I put in the work, I deserve more. My confidence goes up, I feel better about myself, and I'm able to talk in a much easier fashion. So it's killing the psychological expectations, it's building that self-development, and also here's the other thing. It's learning how to validate women the right way. Women want your attention. Just as a man wants sexuality and access to that, a woman wants attention, validation, verification. So you have to validate attractive women. Shout out to K&D Group for allowing us to use this penthouse. I'll tell you this right now, a lot of attractive women are walking through these luxury penthouses. If you ever want to have access to attractive women or be neighbors with them, getting one of these K&D luxury penthouses is probably one of the best things that you can do. It's not even their luxury penthouses, it's all their property out there. K&D really puts on a good show when it comes to their apartments, and I love living in them. So big shout out to K&D. If you're in the Cleveland area, definitely check out one of their residences. They have heard every single compliment in the books about their eyes, about their teeth, about their smile, about how they smell. They've heard all that stuff. Validate her personality. Women often receive compliments on their physical characteristics. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, your butt looks so big. Oh my God, you look so... Insert your vulgar compliments here. But women don't often receive compliments on how they carry themselves, their intelligence, their motivation, their drive, their personality. Talk about her personality. Talk about, wow, you look really intelligent. What do you do for work? Start a conversation in the right way, building her up on her intelligence. Still give her the compliments about how she looks. You still want to give that a little bit because she knows that she looks that way, and otherwise you just come off as you're lying. You strike a red flag if you focus just on the personality and intelligence. But give her compliments about, wow, that's really cool. You seem very ambitious. What are your goals long term? Have a conversation more like this. This is where you start catching her attention because this is what she wants to talk about. She's so used to being comfortable. Now you're making her uncomfortable, and you're putting her in a position where she can start to really think about what she wants in life. A lot of attractive women are reinforced on a day-to-day basis by how they look. That's why they pour an hour into doing their makeup instead of reading a book. That's why they pour an hour in to looking at Instagram instead of looking at what is on the news. They look at other things that actually reinforce their physical nature. So when you come in a space where you're more focused on her personality and you're looking past her looks and you're trying to find out who she really is, she's going to stop and think about you more. Another thing that you want to do when you're talking to attractive women is to ask them a favor. So you can say, do you mind if I borrow your opinion for a second? Do you mind if I pick your brain for a second? How do you think this looks on me? How do you think these shoes are? What's a good restaurant around here to eat? What do you like to eat? Ask a woman a favor. There's a lot of psychology done on when you ask somebody a favor, how they become closer to you, because you both are now sharing some kind of opinion and you're borrowing from their psychological mindset. So ask them favors, compliment their intelligence, compliment their personality. And another thing you want to do is build your self-development, build your self-growth, and focus on the present moment of being okay with being rejected. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight on talking to attractive women. I could talk about this for days, but the big thing you got to understand is you need to naturally attract these women to you. Attractive women will go for the best guy. That's always how it's going to be. The woman's always going to go for the best guy in the room, just keeping it real. And it's not even just attractive women, it's other women as well. They're going to go for the best guy that they can realistically attain in their own mind. So it's about becoming that guy. It's about operating in that 1%. The real truth on how to talk to attractive women is to just be the best guy that you can possibly be, the best version of yourself. This is the answer that nobody wants to hear. You want to hear some play-by-play script that I'm going to give you that's going to work every single time. There's no such thing that exists out there. Otherwise, every single person would be selling scripts on how to talk to women. Focus on being your best version. That is what's going to naturally draw these women towards you. So with that being said, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video brought you a little bit of information. And if you ever want to connect with me, the links are down in the description below. You can always join my free community if you ever want to have access to me. I respond very quickly there. With that being said, guys, until next time, Sumi out.